Hey friends, welcome to today's video. I just wanted to do a short intro and let you guys know what's going on in this video. Henson has a yearling that is going to a new home, and he just works with her in the round pen maybe about 40 minutes, and then he takes her and trims her feet. And I'll link that live. We did a live earlier this week of her getting her feet trimmed, so I'll link that at the end of the video. And hi, Brooks.
Hi.
Our other guest there, that is Bull. Hi, Bull. Bull, say hi. And these are our other friends back here, a bunch of yearlings. So Henson works that horse in the round pen, and then he trims her. So it's kind of a long video, but I didn't want to skip any steps. And just so you know, we are not a how-to or tutorial channel. We just show you what we do. If you can get some information from that and learn, that's cool. If you don't like it, that's cool too. But Henson's been starting colts for over 20 years, and that's all he does. He's probably started hundreds, and he's just going to show us what works for him. So enjoy the video, and we'll catch you next time.
Action. Okay. Yeah, I got horsehair in my eyes. Okay, we're gonna work this filly. Well, two fillies. This one and another one. They are wild, but they're not wild. They've been caught. They've been trailered a few times. They maybe been brushed. I probably trimmed them, but they haven't been caught. And what? What do you think? When's the last time I caught these horses? They haven't been caught for a while.
November?
Maybe November, maybe October. I don't know.
It's April now.
It's April now. So they're about a year, almost a year. They're probably born in May. This horse is, who's the mama? I don't remember what we called the mama. Maybe Dusty Sage Hen or something like that. And then the daddy is Dash. Call him Dash. What's his registered name?
Go Dash Leo Hancock.
Go Dash Leo Hancock. So I'm gonna work her around. I'm gonna put the rope on her. I'm just gonna rub her with the rope. Like I said, she's wild, but she's not wild. I mean, I've touched her before, but I mean, she's gonna be scared. I'm not gonna let her go until after she kind of gets used to me, because then she won't jump out. I mean, she might jump out if I just let her go and have her try to, work her that way and face me and be caught.
You mean jump out of the round pen?
Jump out of the round pen, yeah. I mean, she's not easy to be caught. I went out to the pasture, took him into the pen, and just, crowded them down the alley, put a halter on them. But once you got them caught, these two, they're pretty good. The other one's going to be a little bit more nervous. She's probably been caught less than this one.
Are they both fillies?
They're both fillies. So yeah, I'll just, work her around, kind of tell you what I'm doing. I'll kind of desensitize her with the rope. And then I'll ask her to move away with the rope. I know some people are like, kind of said like with the flag, because, I'll ask her to move away with the flag, and they're like, you're not supposed to do that with the flag. That's supposed to be desensitizing them. But I mean, there's kind of a balance there. I don't want a horse that's too dull or too desensitized, or one that's too flighty. So I think there's a balance. So they need to be able to move away from me when I ask them to, and then just be calm when I ask them to. So, and I'll do that just from a feel. I mean, I'm not gonna expect too much of these horses today, but yeah, that's what I want. I just want them to be calm and think about it. That's really what we're doing. We're getting them to think, not necessarily getting them desensitized, or what else do people want? I mean, I don't know. Exercise. We're not exercising them, and we're not just desensitizing them. We are getting a feel. We're getting them to think about what I'm wanting them to do. Okay. So let's do it. So yeah, I'll just rub her with this rope. And she's not too bad. The other one you'll see, if we video the other one, she's going to be a little more amped up. A little more flighty. You can tell she's a little nervous, but she's thinking about it. So yeah, I'll just rub them all over. Start, where they're pretty calm about it, and then just get a little more reckless on them. But I rubbed her in the alley when I was catching her too, so that kind of helped her get to where she's used to me. If she's a little more, and if she moves, I don't care. I'm gonna ask her to move anyways. If she moves, I can move with her. And when she seems like she's settled, then okay, that was good. She's more nervous of my hand than the rope. So same thing with my hand. And I'll rub on her. And when she seems like she relaxes a little bit or had a little bit of change, then we'll say, all right, that was good. So she kind of relaxed a little bit. She looked more towards me. Girl. Okay, I'll get a little more reckless. So I know she's not too bothered. I'll get a little more reckless with her. That's pretty good. All right, let's go to the middle of the pen. So since I know she's pretty good about me rubbing on her with the rope, I'm not gonna just sit there and keep doing it. We're gonna move on to something else. So I'm gonna want her to be pretty calm about just putting the rope on her. Now if she moved away, that's fine. We'll just let her. So this is desensitizing her, but it's also at the same time getting her to think, to know that, okay, this is not too bad. I can trust him. Okay, let's get her to step out of the rope. So she had to think right there about the feel I had on her head, and she responded. And I said it before, I don't hold them real tight. I don't hold them under the chin. If they want to move, I'm going to let them. But I'm also going to be pretty firm about, how they move. Like if they're wanting to turn their butt to me, I would have a hold of them where they couldn't. All right, let's let her kind of move with the rope, because that's a different feel. See, it's a little different to her. She's a little more nervous. Do it again. There, that was pretty decent. So yeah, we'll just do a lot of baby steps, and then probably as you'll see further along in the video, she'll be moving a little more freely. Same thing, I'll come this side and be reckless with this rope. She's not too nervous about it.
Why are you working this horse like
a
yearling?
Yeah, so I'm working this horse because Jerry sold it, and I'm kind of getting it ready for the new owner. They're coming to pick it up today, so I'm just getting it where she's already kind of thinking for him. And I'm going to trim her feet. And we don't do too much with these yearlings. This will do a lot for her. You could do it quite a bit every day for a while, and she'd just get better and better. But even if you did something like this for just today and go and kick her out in the pasture and don't touch her again for another couple months, she'll remember. She remembered how to get in that trailer, how to lead when I caught her today. They remember. All right, untrack her feet. There we go. Let that rope touch her in the back of her leg, hit her on the side. And she's a little more relaxed on this side. Now I don't know if that's because she, you know, like, all right, the other side didn't seem to bother me, so I'm gonna be pretty relaxed on this side. I mean, I don't know, but she was pretty good. Same thing, I'm kind of move her to the middle of the pen on a light feel. As you can see, she relaxed her jaw. Now this time I'm gonna put the rope on her butt again, and I'm gonna make her back up, and I'm gonna put it on her girth. Since she seemed pretty relaxed about it. If she was pretty nervous about all that, you know, I'd keep working her till she relaxed, and then I'd let her know, hey, that was good. Now, if you haven't backed your horse up yet, you probably should kind of work on that before you do this. Yeah, that's good. And I probably haven't backed her up a bunch, but she's pretty good. All right, so I'll just put on their legs. Now, a lot of them, you know, first time you do this, I mean, they go forward, they kind of freak out. So same thing, I'll just have control over her head. If she was kind of worried about it, I'll just keep controlling her head, and maybe I might have to drop the rope. I don't know. Untrack her feet again. There you go. Now, she wasn't too worried about that. Get a little more reckless. Put on her girth. Now this is going to help her get used to being saddled, because this is where, you know, they get scared of that around their girth, and they might, when you're saddling, freak out and buck. But this will just get her used to that. She's pretty good. I'm even going to put on her flank. A lot of horses don't like this, but I'll let her know that she don't have to freak out. She can just think through it, stay relaxed, and everything will be okay. That was real good. Sorry, everybody. She's not too wild. All right, I'm gonna do it to this side too. I'll just put it on her butt. Back her up. Now that's also good right there, to back them up and get them thinking about backing with their hind. A lot of people, you know, look at the front when they back, which is both good, but if you can really think about getting a horse to back up the hind, using its hind, just a little better horse. All right, let's go to the middle of the pen. And some are kind of worried about the rope being on them like this. She's not too bothered.
What size is your round pen?
I don't really know. I think it's 50 or 60. I keep saying I'm gonna measure it, but I never do. I put a rope, a 50-foot rope, I think, kind of like in, you know, the middle, we'll say, and we went around and marked, and then we dug. So I don't know, 50, 60. Alright, well, that wasn't really fair for all you people that are going to do that at home.
She's exceptional.
Yeah, but I mean, I might have done it out like in the corral when I kind of worked him out there. I kind of will do that a little bit before I'm trimming one, if they're a little bit touchy. You know, when I bring them in, I'm just out at the corral or something, and I go to trim one. If they're kind of touchy and nervous, you know, I'll just do that and kind of get them where they're desensitized a little bit.
So have you trimmed her before?
I probably have, most likely. So that's probably why she wasn't too worried. It's been done before. And like I said, I mean, that was, I don't know,
6 months ago.
5, 6 months ago. So she still remembered it. So I'll kind of use the flag, just kind of show you. Now it's going to be different than a rope, but same time it's the same. I mean, she's going to be a little bit more watchy about it. So yeah, I do use it to desensitize them, you know, touch them with it. Let it flap around, make noise. Touch them under the belly, the legs. Now yeah, if she wants to move, she can go ahead and move. I'll control her. She relaxed, she, you know, licked her lips. But I'm going to ask her to also go with it too. But I mean, there's kind of I heard a guy say a signal before a signal. I never really thought about it till I heard it. And I'm going to, you know, tell her, all right, move your feet. Now she can feel that. Now she should be going forward. So this is going to help her. I know it was there to desensitize her, but it's also going to help her to move. See? So it's not that this was actually the thing that I wanted her to move from. It was just there to kind of help out. I had, you know, this signal to move out on the head, so she didn't move out. So this is just there to get her going. Now, you might think, okay, well, that just scared her now. And yeah, I kind of did, but then you can just go back and, you know, say, hey, you don't have to be scared of it. I can rub you with it. And same thing, it's a little bit scary. Just rub her till she relaxes. And all right, that was good. Now same thing, I'm gonna want her to cross that front end over. Now she can feel that. Now she hasn't moved. So this is just there to help her move. Now I'm gonna let her go around a little bit till she looks a little bit more relaxed. Bull, lay down.
Bull.
Well, lay down.
Good boy.
All right, I felt she seemed a little bit more relaxed through there. So I'll just let her think about that. And same thing, since she's standing there, I'll just rub her with it, let her know it ain't gonna hurt her. Now same thing, we're gonna ask her to step that front so she can feel that. There, stepped her front over. So I didn't, you know, have to ask her with the flag. She went just on the feel of the rope. But maybe if I wanted her to trot or to get into lope, I might have to use the flag. But I mean, I wouldn't do that just yet. Same thing, let's go the other way. See, she felt it more. See, that was pretty good. She worked off of a feel that time. Move her hind end around. There, that was pretty good. Same thing, let's go the other way. And she just worked off of a feel that time, kind of moved out a little smoother. There. Oh. So yeah, desensitize them with it, but also there to help them, you know, get some encouragement to move. Touch them on the legs, because I'm gonna trim her. Want her not be worried about me touching her leg.
Can you tell us in general what you think of colts versus fillies?
I think colts are usually, like most boys, kind of thinking about their friends more. A little harder to connect to, maybe. I mean, the ones that are good, I mean, they're usually those people keep them stud horses. Others are just really, really good gelding. But I think fillies are a little bit sharper. They pay attention a little bit more, personally.
Me too.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I do, just with the rope or with the flag. And then I'm just gonna let her go, get her where she'll go around and face me, like how she's facing me now, and where I can go up and rub her. And she's gonna be kind of a little bit bothered by it. I mean, she is right now. Well, she might not be so much on the neck. I might rub her neck first, just like that, before I just approach her on the head. You know, approach her on the neck. And that might take a bit, and then maybe not. I mean, sometimes it's really quick. You're like, hey, that was really good. Sometimes you're like, dang, horse, just quit running around. Okay.
And that teaches them to be caught, to face you and to be caught.
Yeah, so when you go in a pen, you know, they don't just go to the corner and put their butt to you. Yeah, it teaches them when you go in a pen, they pay attention to you, and you know,
they're
when
thinking as soon as you enter.
Yeah, well, that's what you want them to do. Even when you go catch your horse, even if you can, just go up to it. Even if, you know, the butt's standing, you know, towards you, and you can just go up to it and rub it on the butt or whatever. Just go up and doesn't care. I'd rather have one when I go in there, you know, turn to you, be paying attention. Like if you walk around it, you know, it'll follow you around without anything on it. And just be able to go in there and put the halter on. And you know, that's in a small pen, big pen. That's why I'll do it sometimes in the big pen. I think Danielle put a video of that. Because it's different from a small pen to big pen. And
yeah, I'll link that video.
You know, this just gets them thinking, knowing. So, you know, if you're in a bigger pasture and you want to catch him, and that horse is hard to catch, it's running around, yeah, maybe you need to work on it. Yeah, work on a small pen and move to a big pen.
Yeah, I videoed him catching a horse in my arena over there. What horse was that? Do you remember?
I don't know, I do it to him. I do it to all of them,
But that video, I think it was one of Summer's.
Yeah, it gets them just being better.
Okay, I'm gonna step out now.
We'll just see what she thinks about me just walking around her. I mean, she is looking at me. That's good. Same thing, she, you know, looked at me. I'll see what she thinks about me just walking up to her. There, that was good. I don't think I put her in a round pen. I could be wrong.
And he says that because we sell 50 foals a year and can't always keep track of what you do with every one of them.
Okay.
Here, she checked out.
So I'll just toss the lead rope at her, the halter.
Bull, come here. Come here. Good boy. Come here.
We'll keep her going the same way. And when I do switch her, I'm going to switch her to the inside. I mean, switch her directions, I guess. So I'll just keep her going around until she shows that she wants to, come to the middle. And most likely she's gonna kind of want to go out to this out gate because she does have a friend there. Oh. So yeah, if she wants to twist direction, she has to come toward me.
And I know we've said it before, but what do you think about putting a horse in a round pen just for free time or exercise?
Yeah, I don't do it. I don't like horses that have done that. Because same thing, they think that's what they're supposed to do, just go in there and run around, and they don't pay attention to you. Takes you a long time for them to be like, oh, okay, I guess I'm done running around. You can catch me. So like when I get one to get worked and get started, every time I put them in the round pen, they just run and run and run and run and run and run. And then sometimes I can't even get on them for the first, I don't know, week, because by the time I do get a hold of them again and saddle them, they're already burned out. And it's just annoying because most of those horses, they're not looking at you at all. They have their heads to the outside. And
good boy. Come here, Bull. Come here.
And then sometimes when you start getting on them, they do the same thing and they really hug the panel or hug the round pin, the outside of the round pin, and might hit your leg around here in the railroad tie. So I could kind of tell she was, she kept looking towards me, and she finally, faced me. So I let her relax and know that was good. And I'll approach her like if I was the catcher. And if she left, or if she leaves, I'll just let her leave. If she left me, I'll let her left. So yeah, I'll just let her leave. We'll just go the other way again. And I like that she's not using the whole pin, because I don't get as tired. A lot of horses will kind of pick the same spot and always turn. on that spot. Not always, but a lot of them do. So I'll let her go to that spot and kind of come back. If she doesn't want to stop, that's all right. And I think it's a good time also to, swing a rope and throw a rope on them, on their butt, or just toss it down by their feet. That just gets them used to the rope. I'm not a rope one. I'm not against roping a horse. It's good for them to be taught to be caught, if you just throw a rope on them and ask them to come to you. But we're working on just them being caught right here, not with any rope. So I kind of just watched her and pay attention to when she looked at me, and I'd kind of back off and let her come in towards the round pin. There, she just faced me. I didn't have to ask her to, she just did it. And that's what you're looking for. You'll get horses where they will hardly leave you once you teach them this. You'll be like, hey, no, I'm gonna let you go and you're gonna leave me. And they're like, nope, they just keep on following you. She thought about it. She thought about coming to me and stopping. Speed her up a little bit. Oh. Oh. All right, let's see if she'll stand there. No. It's all right. We can just keep going. Can't hardly run around this round pin. It's too lumpy, hard. Might roll my ankle. All right, let's switch your directions. Alright, let's switch your directions.
Bull, hush. I'll put you in the trailer. Bull. I literally just put the dog in the car and came back. Of course. Got tired of running around, huh?
Yeah, I mean, she was kind of looking for a way out of running. I mean, she's kind of looking over, acting like she wanted to get out. I just kind of kept switching her directions, just getting her to bring her front end in and let her go the other way. I didn't even ask her to really go the other way, but she was just doing it because she didn't want me to touch her. Eventually, she's just like, man, let me just stand here. And when she was standing there, I had to give her relief. I'd let her stand there. Move her out. Same thing, let her stop. Now, I'd like for her to face me a little bit better, but that'll come. There she stood there. Let me rub her. She don't want me touching her head, really. It's all right. Now I'm gonna move her the other directions, get her to stop. Let me rub on her. I ain't necessarily gonna ask her to. I'm just gonna throw the rope on her. If she wants to leave, whatever. And I'll push her kind of hard. Ooh. You know, I want to be able to just approach her and touch her on the head, but she won't let me, so I'll just go touch her on the neck. But I'll approach her on it. And she's like, no, I'll be okay, that's okay. We'll get there. Now, she probably won't follow me around, and we can work on that, but probably won't today. She's, you know, just get her to look to me when I come to the side. That's good. But to get her to where she just follows me around is when I ask her to stop, I just kind of keep on moving, and they kind of just move with you because of their momentum. You know, they're coming around the pin, and you know, you kind of ask them to stop, but then, you know, I keep on kind of moving this way, and they just keep looking. That's how I get them to kind of do that. But that's pretty good for today. I won't work on that because I got a trimmer and do a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, I'm not just gonna come and approach her and try to put the halter on. I have to kind of sneak around her a little bit, rub her with it. I know she wants to go to the right. So a lot of times I'll just put my hand on her cheek and rub her cheek and then slip that on. Good. All right. You're standing a little more square. Let's see. I might have trimmed her. Probably did. She's pretty good about it. Yeah, I probably trimmed her before. She ain't too bad. Let me see if I can just go around and pick up all of them.
So you must have trimmed her once.
Yeah, at least once.
Maybe.
Probably. I don't think she would stand there if I didn't.
That breeze is kind of chilly, huh?
Yeah. Yesterday was horrible.
Yeah, yesterday was cold.
Yesterday was real windy and really cold.
Let's put the rope on her. She thinks she needs to go somewhere when I pick it up. So, let's let her tire herself out. All right, good.
Maybe I should just go live.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because we already made a video for the round pin.
Oh.
Might as well.